2, 3. We're Black Pontiac, and you're listening to KZUU 90.7 FM. Bumping my new sound system with the windows down on the boulevard, shit disturbing. I got a bad attitude and an appetite for destruction, cause you know them boys are all so rude. Then I'ma make a little money like I said that I would. Then I will go tell what's good, can't behave. Said I was gonna try, but the bouncer was a digger through a bottle like a guy. And I'm always looking pretty, always getting jiggy with the peacock vibe by the scrap. And I start my fur coat with the flow. Everything I need is so. What's the movie where you wanna go? I'm addicted to the nightlife. Take me to a late show. What's the movie where you wanna go? I'm addicted to the nightlife. Sipping on this soda pop rock.
My name's Dayton. I'm here with KZUU 90.7 FM, WSU's college radio station. We're sitting down with Black Pontiac after an amazing set last night. Would you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, your names, your real names? I know you all go by Mr. Pontiac, but we'd love to get to know the real you and what instrument you play.
I'm Mack and I play guitar.
My name's Matt Perkis, and I'm the lead vocalist.
My name is Avery Shoesmith, and I play bass.
And I'm Sam, and I play drums.
All right, I have to know, how did all four of the the Mr. Pontiacs in Canada meet each other in the same place, Vancouver, or British Columbia, right? Vancouver, British Columbia?
Vancouver, British Columbia.
Well, Sam and I are brothers, so that's how we know each other.
You guys do look similar.
I met Avery in grade
They don't say basketball.
grade 8 basketball. We were on the B team basketball. And then Perkis and I met around the same age as that, like around 13 or 14,
Something like that.
through mutual friends. And then Perkis and I started writing music together after we went to a bonfire together. And I was bringing my guitar everywhere, and I started playing. And he just started singing over my guitar. And then we were like, ooh, that sounds good. And we started writing songs together. And my mom was listening to us write songs, and she was like, you guys got to keep doing what you're doing. And
Really?
we just never stopped.
Wow. Shout out moms for inspiring us. That's awesome. Matt, you killed it as the frontman of this band. Like, the energy was there. All of you guys had energy, but obviously, Matt, yours was very front and center. Where'd you learn to dance like that? Do you have any formal training?
I don't. It's a lot of practicing in front of my bathroom mirror, I think. I mean, you know, I like a little Michael. I like a little Anthony Kiedis. I like a little this and that, you know, a little Soul Train. It's funny, you know, I think for people seeing it for the first time, we've done the set, you know. Last night was, I think, our 100th set, our 100th show, or tonight will be one of the two. And I think for me, I got maybe like 7 moves that I'm kind of doing on a regular basis. So someone who's seen it for the first time is might be really blown away. But I think someone who's seen us a few times by now might start to recognize, you know, that spin that happens here, that thing that he does. So I'm trying to expand the. I'm trying to expand the physical repertoire. Yeah, but
It looked very fresh for the first time.
thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I just think I'm just not a very good guitar player, and I think thankfully Mack was good enough of a friend to just sit me down when we started and say, just be the front man that you were meant to be.
A front man cannot be a front man.
There you go.
So I noticed you guys were borrowing the Sunfish drums. What was that about? Have you guys been borrowing drums on your entire tour to Treefort, or have you guys been kind of working with Sunfish? What's going on there? And Sam, I'd love to hear from you because you were killing it on those drums. You were headbanging. You had energy. I've seen some drummers be really chill, laid back, but that wasn't you. Could you tell us about your experience last night?
Yes, last night was fun, although we couldn't really hear anything. But with festivals like this, you get a line check. You don't get a sound check, so and you just gotta move quick. So yeah, couldn't really hear much, but sometimes you just gotta fake it. Front some energy, and we've been borrowing Sunfish's drums, which has been great because we've done tours where we bring the entire drum kit, and it's stressful, and like changeovers are longer, and it's also just like letting someone use your kit is scary. So it's nice that Sunfish is letting us use theirs. I'm sure a lot of people in the crowd thought we were Sunfish actually because the kick drum says Sunfish, but yeah, good time.
Well, it's funny because we've been touring with Sunfish. We played a few dates together in Portland and Reno leading up to our sets at Treefort, and we're playing in Spokane together tomorrow. Yeah, and so they were gracious to be lending us our gear. Just some really, really stand-up, good people, incredible musicians. It's been such a pleasure hanging out. We were stressing out a little bit in Portland because I guess what happened was Sam was hitting the drum so hard, the lug nuts on the kick drum all fell out. They were just on the floor at the end of the set, and we're looking at each other thinking, did we just break Theo's kit? But it was fine.
Something I noticed that you guys did very uniquely last night was bring somebody on stage. So bands will pick someone out of the crowd and get their name maybe, but you went back and back and back again to this guy Russ. Is that something you guys do often? Do you bring people from the crowd on stage? Do you get to know them? I'd love to hear about that.
Well, I think that the live performance needs to be an experience, and one of the things that I think we found so life-giving is just the connections you make with other people, not in an industry sense, but just in a human sense. And I like the idea of having a recurring bit. I think something that people can relate back to, because then they'll always go, oh, remember when you brought Russ on stage? And we've done it. Do you remember Peter? Tell us about Peter.
Peter from Salt Lake City. Peter is a fan from Salt Lake City who came out and saw us on Wednesday. And he came with his sister, and he discovered us off of the Apple Music algorithmic playlists. And he came out, he's very excited to see the show. And he was grooving the whole time for the bands playing before us. And then when we went on stage and started playing our set, he was incredibly into it, grooving without match. It was just incredible.
Throwing it back.
He was throwing it back.
Singing every word, too.
Singing every word. So, we made it interactive for him. We brought him up on stage, got him to groove and, show off his moves to everybody. And, he loved it. Everybody else loved it. And, at the end, he was like, that was the greatest night of my life.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, thank you for sharing that with me. That was amazing.
Oh, my God. That's cool.
To know that you can do that for someone is pretty awesome. And it doesn't really take a whole lot of effort on our part to just get a bunch of people.
Yeah, Peter was already grooving. We just brought him up.
Exactly.
Guys, that's really cool. After you met Russ and brought him on stage, you also used him as a way to enter the crowd and get the crowd to kind of get low for Pitbull's song. I forgot what it's called. Meet Me at the Hotel, right? Yeah. That was pretty funny. I enjoyed your covers. Very lively. Everyone could sing along with you. I'll definitely be able to sing along with your real music after this event, dude. I love it. I'm gonna listen to it. But I guess that kind of leads me to my next question. You guys go by the name Black Pontiac. Who drove the Black Pontiac? You did. What kind of Black Pontiac was it?
It was a black Sunfire. I think it was 1999. And it was stick shift. It was so fun. It was the first time I ever felt cool was driving that thing. It took me a while to learn how to drive it too. My dad just I had to get myself to school. I was in senior year of high school, and I just had to learn on the way to school how to drive stick to get myself there on time. But that's the best way to learn. But it was an amazing car. You could sell it for parts like after 3 or 4 years. It was really cool.
Like the coolness factor can't be understated. Like before I met Mack was the guy with the car.
How did the Black Pontiac become the band's name? Was there a story there?
That was the first name idea we ever had, and then we thought, oh no, we can't do that. And then we came up with like a million names over the span of like a week or two, and we came up with some good names, but we just eventually just circled back to Black Pontiac, and it just kind of felt like a timeless name. It's cool, it looks cool, written down, and I'm glad that we went with it.
Me too. It's kind of the reason I picked you guys out of the Treefort lineup, because I also had a Black Pontiac. It was my very first car. It was a Grand Prix GT. And it wasn't manual, but it was supercharged, and I felt like a badass in high school. So, all right, guys. Before we wrap this up, I just want to say thank you so much for your time again. If you want to do any plugs for upcoming shows, I know you just ended your tour, but if you guys got any new music, I know Pony Boy 2 just came out, right? If you want to give us a plug real quick.
This has been the Road to Treefort tour. We've been promoting our newest EP, Pony Boy 2. We've got a new EP in the works, coming at you very, very soon. I'm not sure when this interview is coming out, but there's music behind us, music ahead, and lots we're excited to share. So I hope you stay tuned.
Amazing. And that's Black Pontiac. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.